I'm always being visited by young men who say, I'm practicing law and I don't like it, and I'd rather be a billionaire. How can I do it? And I tell them, well, I'll tell you a story. A young man goes to see Mozart. And he says, Mozart, I want to start composing symphonies. And Mozart said, how old are you? And the guy says, 22. And he says, you're too young to do symphonies. And the guy says, yes, but you were 10 years old when you were composing symphonies. And Mozart says, yes, but I wasn't running around asking other people how to do it.
But what the value is the people I met during that program ended up being very important to me in my career. And I've always thought of education really as a chance to expand your contacts, whether it's undergrad or graduate work, is that you're creating a network, a social network. And in order to be successful as an entrepreneur, you need to know people that can help you in different disciplines.
I am a huge admirer of Bezos. I think he's been sort of like Lee Kuan Yew. He's a leader that's all by himself. He's been just a perfectly amazing human leader. But it's always been too complicated and uncertain for my particular temperament.
The value of a security, the value is the present value of the cash you can take out of it over its life. If you think about a bond, pays a 5% coupon interest rate. You get that, let's say every year or twice a year, split in half. And it's very predictable. And if it's a US government bond, you know you're going to get it. So that's a pretty easy thing to value. A stock is an interest in a business. It's like owning a piece of a company. In a business, a profitable one is like a bond in that it generates these coupons or these earnings or cash flow.
Well, they're in the restaurant industry. They're buying biotechnology stocks. Right. The people in the chemical industry
nothing about biotech.
The people in the chemical industry are buying oil stocks. Right. It's absolutely absurd. People don't understand their natural advantages, and they don't use them. So that's bad, number one. But worse, number two, if you don't think you're a good ice skater, or if you're convinced you're not a good cellist, you're not going out and try it. But people are buying stocks anyway. Yeah. They're not discouraged, they just think it's a gamble. Yeah. So therefore they go forward and they bet on one stock for a week and a half and it goes up and they make $2 on it. Then they sell it and they buy something else. When 3 years is over, all they've done is generate a lot of commissions. They've probably lost money.
It's the get-rich-quick day trading stuff. Again, there's nothing wrong with it if you treat it for what it is. It's almost entertainment, but it's not investing. It's really, really hard to do that and make money long term. Doesn't mean you don't learn from it.
And it is true that a lot of people, it got so popular to purchase shares that some people repurchased them even when they were too high priced. We will never do that. We're only going to buy them back if they're too cheap.
You have to understand the difference between price and value, right? Price is what you pay, value is what you get. And he said the stock market is here to serve you, right? And it's a bit like the neighbor that comes by every day and makes you an offer for your house. Makes you a stupid offer, you ignore it. Makes you a great offer, you can take it. And that's the stock market.
I went through many years doing the wrong thing. I got interested in stocks very early, and I was fascinated by them. And it wasn't wasting my time because I was reading every book possible and everything else. But finally, I picked up a copy of The Intelligent Investor in Lincoln, and there was a few sentences in there that said much more eloquently than I can say it. But if you look at stocks as a business and treat the market as something that doesn't tell you, isn't there to instruct you, but it's there to serve you, you'll do a lot better over time than if you try to take charge.